good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lovely, lovely friends. It's good to be here and thanks for joining me. Today is Tuesday, and Tuesday in my world and in your world, hopefully it means that we are here on the Aswa Radio Network, even on Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV, and then we are here Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. But then let's just take one day at a time. So it's Tuesday, and I'm your show host for this short segment, Zsuzsanna Medium, and this is our show, Zsuzsanna Medium. So I'm just bringing you everything and in one go. I'm just saying, telling you everything. And so it's good to be here. And you see, while I'm talking to you, while I'm starting my show, I'm just still thinking what kind of dance our producer, Mr. Dave, would like us to do here. So we will see what we are going to bring out of this show. So today I'm going to talk to one of you lovely listeners or viewers. And while I'm waiting for that one beautiful soul to join us here, I just like to say thank you for all of you who are supporting any of our shows here or any of my shows here and supporting my social media pages and my work as well, and getting in touch and asking about how you can develop your abilities and how you can have your own readings and so on and so on, despite of my website currently still in this building stage. So thank you very much. And then you see, I was really thinking, what should we talk about, just very, very briefly. And then you see, being a medium and working with the light and working with the energy is always mesmerizing me, is always keeping me on my toes, keeping me surprised, keeping me in awe. And whatever conversations we are having with you, lovely listeners, it's always such a magical moment, a very humble moment. And this week I have been really reflecting on the senses, what Spirit is using to show us the information or to show us really the message what you, lovely listener or viewer, you need to receive. And you see just one very little beautiful segment of this. Yesterday I was doing a reading for somebody, and that person was really direct. That lady was very direct with her questions. So it was quite an interesting, the whole energy kept me on my toes, because once we start a conversation, I'm listening to Spirit. I'm not even looking at you. My head and my eyes are going sideways, and I'm not even looking at you because I'm feeling the energy. I'm listening to their conversations. And then when we have you lovely ones asking questions, and especially if you are in that mood of asking many, many questions one at a time, then are we listening to you? Are we listening to Spirit? So that was a very interesting energy. But then one particular piece really caught me when that person, that lovely lady, was asking, we were working with her father's energy, and she was asking, so what is his name? And what color is his hair? So I was getting quite a lot of different things, even the minor details. So I was very, very pleased with the energy, how the energy worked. But then when it came to what color was his hair, and immediately Spirit was showing me a gentleman with brown hair, and then the brown hair. So just imagine a gentleman with brown hair, and then immediately the brown hair turned into gray hair. And I did not want to use the word gray because it did not feel like, the color did not feel like gray. So initially I said brown, but then the color really reminded me of ash. And I said to myself, Zsuzsanna's mind, I said to myself, I cannot really say ash because we don't really use the color ash to describe someone's hair. But then I just needed to say, because even the sensation, the color, the sensation felt like ash to me while I was describing the color of the hair. So I needed to say brown, and I needed to say ash. And this lady was saying that, oh my goodness me, yes, his hair color was ash brown. Ash brown. So imagine how beautiful, how wonderfully Spirit is presenting the information. And yes, of course, you've got your question. Yes, you would like to hear from your loved ones. And then for us mediums, it's always such a journey and such a beautiful conversation, and really very creatively, very gently working with the energy. So we just need to put together everything what we receive. And then you see, if you are developing your abilities, maybe just a piece of tip here for you, like a little tip, that when you receive something, And even if you are asking, even if you are questioning it with your human mind, but you need to trust the piece of information in the format how you are receiving it. And then you see, I am saying what I am feeling or what I'm receiving when I'm in the middle of the conversation or reading, because we learned how spirit is working with us. So we just need to say, so we got the brown hair, which quite immediately, quite quickly turned into gray, but it wasn't gray, it wasn't silver, it wasn't white, it wasn't a mixture of black and white, it wasn't a poppy color, wasn't any other thing than ash. So we needed to say that. So you trust the information what you receive. So here we go, my lovely friends. I'm going to go for my caller, and then God, we've got Stacy in Athens, Ohio, is ready. So Stacy, can you hear me, please?
I can.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. So thanks for waiting. So how can I help you today?
Well, I'd like to know what you see for my future. Maybe what you see relationship-wise.
Okay. So we are talking about future, and we are talking about what we have relationship. So what Spirit is showing me immediately that you need to separate the two conversations. Because when we are talking about your future, so I'm not saying that one particular person who is around you, because I feel that we are talking about somebody around you. But I feel that Spirit is separating the two fields. So whether we are going forward with or without this person, but Spirit would like to separate the two areas, you know? So do you understand that, please?
Okay. What do you see for my future? What do you see happening?
Okay. So time-wise, if I take it that time-wise, because they are not talking, Spirit is not talking about the actual relationship, but then talking about if you move forward 3 and 5 weeks, you really want to go forward, but at the same time, as if we are meeting walls, as if we are being blocked, and then if we are feeling a little bit impatient. And then your energy, if you feel that I'm going forward, but I am being pulled back a little bit, what Spirit says that take those couple of steps forward, but then don't be disappointed when you are slowed down a little bit, because the energy, this is how it's going to build itself up. It's really how you are finding your individual way. It really feels like as if we want to stand out of the crowd and we really want to go on our way. And what Spirit says that while you are on your, you are busy with what is in front of you, but don't forget what you have as a main aim in front of you. It really feels like that the energy what you gathered within yourself is something very unique, very, very strong, and more certainly not in a way how you used to be, because if you feel how you were in your recent past, if you take it recent past and previously, you really gave your energy and attention to family members and people. But then for you, the way forward is really moving forward by yourself. You are learning how to do things by yourself. You are learning how to finding your ways. And then it's what I feel is doesn't feel like a straight line, but it's more of a meandering. You are another one with this meandering storyline, a very creative flow. What Spirit is also talking about that you need to look after yourself is more of the sleep, and then a physical recuperation, having your energy. And then if you understand, because while I'm working with your energy, they are showing me paint brushes and painting. So whether we are objectively painting or we are interested in the arts, but then what Spirit says, that actually you can take it in a way metaphorically that what you are stepping into is a clear canvas. Try to leave what did not work behind you, because situations and conversations, energies will remind you of your past, what we are leaving behind, even recent past. And then it's important that you are able to separate what belongs to the past and what you are not bringing forward for you. Now, Spirit is talking about 8 and 12 months ahead. And then in that says that you will you will work through your own challenges, because you have taken on bigger responsibilities and bigger challenges. And then while you feel that you might be yesterday just talking about the same thing, that why you might feel that you are being slowed down. Just remember that bigger cycle what you are taking on, and it feels like, if you understand, 5 or 7 years ago you have been already thinking of what you are stepping into, what you are creating here, but then finally you go to the point that you dropped a lot of things behind you, okay, energies, family members, conversations, situations, and then really, even if you don't know how things are turning out, but then you got that strength that you are taking one step at a time and going forward and moving forward. They are also talking about writing and taking notes. And as you are, whether when you are walking around and you've got some creative ideas, make sure that you record those ideas, because even if you are not using them immediately, but then they will be very, very useful for you. So would you understand that, please, that we are really leaving energies behind and we are moving forward, and it's a very different energy what you are stepping into. Stacey, do you understand that, please?
Mm-hmm. I do.
You do? Okay, thank you. Would you understand two male energies in spirit energy for you, which some of them feels like somebody who's like a sibling to us on our level, and then one gentleman who is the next generation up, two very, very delicate and very calm, very, very grounding energies. Would you understand two gentlemen, please?
Two gentlemen.
Yes. Who are very close to us. Very close to us, and very, very, their energies are very subtle, very calm. Not much talking is happening, but more they are around you to hold a space for you. Because it's not, so I'm not saying that physically we haven't been too well or all together, but then they are standing on each side, even physically holding the space for you, and then also holding the energy of protection. Now, what I'm feeling is that one of the energies, we've got 30 seconds. So Stacey, that's a very, 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 very quickly I need to speak. So feel free to send me an email, because your energy is that's taking your energies, taking your life forward, stepping into, even if you don't know how things work out, but then you are going to make it work. Feel free to send me an email so we can continue and finish the conversation here. So thanks for being here, and my lovely listeners and viewers, thanks for being here. And Mr. the producer, don't see you another time. Thanks very much, and back in 7 days time. Thank you. Thanks. Bye.